History made with the at-large selection now of Mississippi's...
Yeah, so congratulations. What was your feeling coming into today?
I mean, throughout the week we kind of talked about, like, we had a really good RPI coming into it, so we figured, like, we would be in it. So just waiting to hear our name, it was kind of nerve-wracking. I mean, you saw everybody sitting there, like, jittery, like, waiting for our name to be announced. And so coming into it, I think it was more just, like, we know we're in it, but, like, who are we going to play and where are we going to play? So
what was your reaction?
Excited. We host, and Lipscomb, I mean, they're obviously a good team. They made it to the NCAA tournament, but we're really excited to play them, and hopefully our fans and everyone comes out to support us.
How's that, all the hard work paying off for this moment? Because I know it's something y'all worked hard for.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just a rewarding experience. When you put in the hard work and then you finally see it pay off, then, I mean, it's just a good feeling all around.
In this process of getting to this point, you've obviously been here when there have been leaner times. Can you think back to when you first got here to maybe that was a goal back then, and to realize it now as a senior?
Yeah, I mean, back then, like, every team, obviously you want to do your best, but I think now it's more realistic. Like, back then we always said, like, we're going to make it, we're going to make it. But now, like, we set ourselves up to succeed and make it into this spot in the tournament. So, I don't know, just now it's like, it feels, I guess, more real. Like, when we said we were going to make it to the NCAA tournament, we had the players and the coaching staff to do that.
Thank you.
What was your thinking coming into today?
Just like, I had so much confidence in this team and that we were going to be in the tournament, but like, just a bunch of emotions, like excitement, I was anxious, just a bunch of different emotions, but it feels really good that we're in it. And now we can start preparing for Lipscomb, and they're coming to our house, so we're just really excited.
Were you one of the ones who shouted when it was Mississippi State came on the board?
Oh yeah, I was the one who jumped up in the middle and just like threw my hands in the air and started screaming, so yeah, that was me.
Can you talk about being a senior, and as far as this program has come to, you know, some leaner times early on, but to realize this goal in your final season?
Yeah, it just it's really like, it's a really good feeling because so much hard work has been put into this team for the past 4 years, and now, you know, history's been made and like it's paid off, and it's just like a huge pat on the back, and just like, I'm just thankful for everyone on this team and the staff, like everyone who helped make this dream like a possibility. So
what's the difference in this team? What caused it to get to this tournament?
Just a lot of different things. I think just the work rate every single day. You know, we have such a high standard every single day. Our motto for the team is to get better every day, and that's what we did. And I think that's really why it's paid off, and that's why we're where we are today. So.
What was your thinking coming into this afternoon?
I think everybody knew that we had a really good chance of making it, so I kind of already thought that we were going to make it, but I didn't realize like how nervous I was, like just sitting there, like my legs and stuff were shaking so bad. And then when we finally announced our name, I was so excited. Like, I don't think I kind of cried a little bit.
So did you have fingers and toes crossed?
I did, for sure.
You say you cried a little bit. What was it when you first saw it? Do you remember what went through your mind?
I was just like, oh my gosh, that's our team, that's our name, that's our name. And I just hear like, the only person I could hear yell was Matt back in the background. I was like, oh my God, we're in. Like, that's just all I could think in my head.
Courtney said before that setting the standard, and that's really been the difference in helping the program get to this point. In the time that you've been here, what has that standard been like to try to, you know, reach this bar? This has been a goal that's been, you know, everybody's been trying to attain for years and years.
I think it's just been like a lot of us are returners from last year, and we knew like how close we were last year, and all of us, like when we walked off that field that day, we were like, we never want to feel like this again. Like, we want to make sure that we do our part and like we make it. And so we like told all the younger girls like our experience and how we felt. And so like I think we just knew like going into every game that 1 second or one goal like one time makes all the difference. And I think that everybody just like carried that through the whole season.
Did you guys feel that you had missed an opportunity when you lost to LSU?
Yes, for sure. We were all really bummed out about that.
Redemption now? Seeing
Oh,
that?
yes, 100%.
There's a little bit of work left to do, but the tears of joy right now, you know, it is besides maybe a tear or two when you did lose that match to LSU, like you mentioned, just the range of emotions has to be really high right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's kind of like you're really, really sad because you just lost a game that you could have gone to the SEC tournament, which we haven't done yet, and that was like really heartbreaking, but we knew like we still had a really good chance, so we were just kind of like, all right, let's get through this, let's go to practice, let's pump it out every single day, and let's work hard so we can make sure that if and when we do get our bid to the NCAA tournament, we're going to make the most of it.
What was your thinking entering this afternoon?
We were pretty confident, but as the day goes on and halfway through the bracket, you don't hear or see your name. Got a little nerve-wracking. My heart was pounding.
So what was your reaction when Mississippi State finally came up?
So it was 45 seconds behind, and I had it on my phone, so I actually knew before everybody. So I
You're
stood
cheating.
up. I stood up and, you know, just paced, and then waited for the reaction of everybody.
Now, was that Matt who yelled out? There's somebody who yelled out a big.
Matt always is the emotional one. Yeah.
Was that Matt?
Yes.
Was he next to you?
At the time, yeah, he was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what has enabled this team to realize this goal and make history?
Well, they put the work in. They believe in themselves. We had great leadership, got good people, and when you have those things, good things happen.
Is this kind of where you thought you would be as far as where the rebuild was a few years ago to where you're at right now?
I don't really know. I'm so short-sighted normally, so I didn't have, you know, this exact thought. You know, most of the teams that I've had have been competitive enough and we're in similar situations, so it's been highly rewarding, and we're just all excited and really happy.
Any initial thoughts? I know you hadn't had a chance to study them yet, but Lipscomb, what kind of opponent would they be?
Tough. Yeah, so I just remember looking back, my old assistant at CMU was the head coach at Cincinnati, and they're borderline unbeatable at home, and I remember reading and looking at the stats and things, and it looked like Lipscomb outplayed them even though the scoreline didn't reflect it, so there's going to be a lot of respect given, and obviously they're going to be a really good, tough team. Everyone is that's here, right?
The players before you said about the standard that's been set with this program and everybody holding each other accountable. How do you think that this team bought into that, given its youth, you know, relatively quickly, given that freshmen usually are kind of like deer in the headlights when they get in?
I think at a pretty high level, and obviously that was set, you know, almost 2 years ago with the seniors that led the way before. So obviously those players that every day did all the work and, you know, not just set the standard and forced it, you know, they deserve a lot of the credit too, because they laid the foundation for this group to come in, right? So, but it's a different team, and, you know, the leadership really stepped up big time, and our young players did too. And players, they deserve all the credit.
And for seniors like Carly and Courtney, who've meant so much to the program, I know you feel great for all of your kids, but for kids like that who've been here through leaner times to realize this, how do you feel for them?
Proud and super happy. You know, it's not just those two. You know, there's Huckabee, you know, there's Brooke and Riley. But yeah, just it was great to hear and watch them celebrate.
To be a part of history, what's that mean to you? It has to be a satisfying feeling.
More than satisfying. It's very fulfilling, and we're going to enjoy the moment, and everybody's proud here, and, you know, soon we'll start planning and putting our next foot forward for the match. But yeah, right now it's just everyone's got a glow to them. Joy.